top intelligence official to take charge of briefing candidates on election threats. Washington. The top U.S. counterintelligence official, Bill Evanina, has been tapped to provide intelligence-based threat briefings for Republican and Democrat candidates, campaigns and political organizations in the run-up to the 2020 election, the Office of the Director of National Intelligence announced Friday. The move reflects a shift in how briefings about threats against campaigns are conducted. Previously, the FBI and Department of Homeland Security had been charged with briefing campaigns and political organizations, ODNI told CNN. For example, in February, then Democratic presidential candidate Bernie Sanders was briefed by intelligence officials about Russian efforts to help his campaign. That briefing was from the FBI, an ODNI official told CNN. But now, these briefings will be led by the intelligence community, with Evanina taking the lead. Evanina serves as the director of the National Counterintelligence and Security Center and was confirmed by the Senate earlier this month after serving in an acting capacity since 2014. Evanina and NCSC are in charge of the national counterintelligence strategy. U.S. elections are the foundation of our nation's democracy. We are committed to supporting this administration's whole-of-government effort to secure the 2020 election, Evanina said in a statement released by ODNI. The move does not change the role of Shelby Pearson, ODNI's election threats executive, the ODNI official said. Pearson's job security was thrust into doubt earlier this year after she told members of the House Intelligence Committee in a February 13 briefing that Russia is meddling in the 2020 campaign and intelligence indicated it had once again developed a preference for Trump as well as Sanders. 3 national security officials told CNN at the time that Pearson had omitted important nuance and expanded beyond the intelligence community's formal assessment, which does not include evidence that Russia's interference in this election cycle is aimed at re-electing Trump. Ambassador Grinnell has not asked me to leave. In fact, he has encouraged and affirmed his support for my position here in the organization. I have not asked to depart, nor discussed resignation in any way, Pearson said in a February statement amid speculation that she could be on her way out. According to the national security officials, the U.S. intelligence community has assessed that Russia is interfering in the 2020 election and has separately assessed that Russia views Trump as a leader they can work with, but the U.S. does not have evidence that Russia's interference this cycle is aimed at re-electing Trump. After Richard Grinnell was named the acting director of national intelligence, he had been expected to brief lawmakers on the latest elections threats in a pair of briefings in March to the House and Senate Intelligence Committees. Instead, Grinnell was switched out with Evanina at the last minute, as CNN first reported. Representative Adam Schiff, the Democratic chairman of the House Intelligence Committee, wrote to Grinnell last month about election security and reports that the acting DNI staff may be inappropriately interfering with the production and briefing of intelligence information, including the March 10 briefing led by Evanina. Schiff requested any and all communications around the assessment that was presented during that briefing. Click subscribe to receive the latest news.